Thank you so much. This is another session of the Lean Synergy Solutions. Today, we shall be looking into essential lean tools, which are very, very important to optimize your business and to see how best you can reduce your waste. And these lean tools are very, very essential for your business optimization. So we shall be looking into these tools, which are very, very important. But we have to look into what to call lean. Lean is a way of thinking, and it's a way of thinking about continuous improvement, which is very, very important to eliminate all form of waste in your process, in your system, or in your service. So therefore, lean manufacturing is all about making a product or service or system in most efficient, effective manner, because optimizing your business, lean manufacturing is very, very important, okay? And continuous improvement is also about lean thinking. You can actually able to see how best you can decrease your cycle time, which is very, very important to actually know the average time of each unit is being produced. And also, the continuous improvement can actually help you to eliminate waste in your process and also increase your throughput time, which is very, very important. Um, you can also able to streamline and see how you can optimize your lead time. So we want to look into the history of lean. As you all know, there are pioneers, there are people who have contributed significantly in the lean thinking process. And one of the pioneers is Harry Ford. Harry Ford implemented the lean methodology in his assembly line in the early 90s, working on continuous improvement. And later, after the Second World War, another two pioneers, namely Taiichi Ohni and Kaiichiro Toyoda, they also took aspects of Henry Ford's new ideas for continuous improvement. They see how best they can actually make this particular system more strategic. That is why they created the Toyota production system, which is very, very important. So these people, these are the pioneers for the lean manufacturing. So we want to look at these three key terms are very, very important. That is the Lean Six Sigma and the Lean Six Sigma. As you all know, Lean is talking about waste reduction, wherein you can actually use an iterative method. That is the PDCA. That is you plan, you do, you check and analyze method. That is Lean is very important. When we come into the Six Sigma is a data-driven methodology that can actually help you to define, measure, analyze, improve, and control in your process. So Six Sigma is very, very important. It can actually help you to do continuous improvement strategy. And when you actually leverage the Lean and Six Sigma, you can actually able to control defects, control certain bottlenecks in your process, in your system, okay? So these key terms are very, very important. So now we want to look at one of our lean tool is 5S. 5S is very, very important. It's a methodology that aims to improve efficiency and eliminate waste. And this one is an easy but a powerful method of reducing waste and increasing productivity in your shop floor, in your small, medium enterprise. So therefore, each 5S stands for something that is very important. So one is you have to sort. That is, you try to clear, that is clearing. And Sorting can actually help you to separate things that are frequently used or not frequently used. You try to sort items based on their way of usage, okay? And you try to set in order. Like I mentioned, frequently or not frequently item, try to set them in order. Wherein you can apply what's called a red tag to those things that are not be used. So, and also, after setting order of the environment, you try to shine, okay? You try to shine, that is, you clean and you try to standardize, maintain conformity, and you try to sustain that, which is very, very important. So 5S is very important to ensure your environment is clean, because if your environment is clean, quality can be maintained. And even you as an employee, you feel good of working in that environment. As you can see, this is an example of this production plant. Before 5S, as you can see, and after 5S, you can see the environment is clean and you can see how things have been organized. So we want to go into the second tool, that is the ABC analysis. As you all know, inventory is very, very important because inventory can help us to produce after receiving order from the customer. So therefore, your inventory can be your raw materials, they can be your work in progress, they can be maintenance and operation supplies. All these are inventory you have. So if you cannot manage them well, you run into losses, okay? And therefore, applying the ABC analysis can actually help you to classify items based on their significance. For A, you have to categorize items which are very expensive, like maybe your maintenance supplies, which are very expensive. So you have to see how best you can actually control them, okay? And also for the B, you have to moderate value inventory, okay? And C for low cost inventory. So knowing this ABC analysis can actually help you to categorize your items, which is very, very important. Another one is the bottleneck analysis. As you all know, we have some problems, some bottlenecks in our production process. So trying to look into the bottleneck analysis can actually help you to identify inefficiency, constraints in the production process or in your services, okay? So therefore, bottleneck can occur anywhere in the process. As you can see, an example here, uh, the bottle, you see the neck. So there is a bottleneck problem. The balls cannot move out. So you can see. So there is a problem in the neck of the bottle, which is a very small one. So try to identify, try to streamline your process and see some constraints which can actually help you to optimize your process. Another one is the hand-on system. As you all know, we are in a digital era. Integrating technology into our production can actually help us, okay? So the hand-on system is a system that actually alerts operators about a problem, okay? So the system, if operators see a particular problem, they go to the system, the hand-on system, they alert everyone in that organization that something has happened. And the symbol signifies something. Red, production has stopped. Yellow, production appear, and blue, the green production is in normal. So this particular system is very important. It can actually help you to tackle certain problems in your production process. Another one is cellular manufacturing. It's a lean tool that organizes equipment into machine cells that specializes in specific parts families, okay? You try to organize machines that are performing similar functions together. This can actually help you to reduce the manpower, okay? And you can make your shop floor very organized. So the cellular manufacturer is another link which is very, very important. Another one is the ERP. As I mentioned, the world is a digital era. So integrating ERP in your business is very, very important. You can actually see, you can track your business. You can track everything. So some popular ERP softwares, you can use SAP, that is a systems application and product. You can use Oracle NetSuite, Microsoft Dynamics, or Odoo. So all these, or maybe you can even use Excel to actually track your production process. So ERP is another very lean tool. We go to continuous flow. When you talk about continuous flow, is also a killing principle or strategy wherein you produce one piece, that is one piece flow, single piece flow, or you make one product at a single move. Raw material coming, you try to finish that particular um, product. So therefore, continuous flow is a very, very good lean tool. It can actually help you a lot. Another one is Gemba. Gemba means the real place, the actual place where something is happening. So, therefore, trying to improve your process, you have to go to the real place. This can actually help you. You cannot sit in your office or in your wheresoever you make decision. Go to the real place, try to identify. You understand? That is why we have 8 steps in the Gemba work. Identify the purpose of the Gemba. You try to ensure that you understand the process. You select a time and you observe where value is created and where value is not. That is why I try to know value-added activities or non-value added activities. And you try to observe the process, recognize how the process perform, you visualize the gap and try to create some opportunities for improvement. So therefore, Gemba work is very, very important to actually improve or optimize your process. Another one is Eijoka. Eijoka means leveling in Japanese. As you all know, every business, every company wants to see how best they can level up, they can scale up. So therefore, implementing Eijoka, you can actually produce in a more uniformity. You try to reduce variability in your production process. That is why Eijoka is a very, very good lean tool. You try to make your production more predictable, more flexible, and more stable. So therefore, Eijoka is a very, very good lean tool for you to level up. Another one is Eshukari. Eshukari is all about policy deployment, wherein you ensure your company's strategic vision aligns in every aspect of your business. You try to ensure that the established visions or objective aligns in all your management. This can actually help you to align your goals of the company, that is your strategy, and the plans of the middle management, that is your tactics, and the work performed by all employees, that is operation. So therefore, ensuring policy deployment or she carries a very, very lean tool to actually see. Because if your company has a strategic vision and that vision is not going down, that is, we can say the Hoshari is a top-down approach wherein, and is both, is an iterative, top-down and down-top. You understand? Because you want to ensure your vision is being aligned in all sectors or all departments. So this is a very good lean tool. Another one is Ishikawa, or the fishbowl diagram, or the cause and effect diagram. This is also a very visual tool that you can use to identify the root cause of any problem, okay? And as you can see, you have the main problem, and this main problem can be break down into smaller problem. And those smaller problems can be break more into more smaller problem, as you can see. So this is an example. So the cause and effect diagram is very, very important for your root cause analysis. And also we have another one is Jiduka. Jiduka also is a very lean manufacturing principle that can actually help you to do quick identification and correction problems, wherein you try to implement automation. You understand? So like automation is very, very important to actually achieve scaling up and also efficiency and effectiveness of your production line. So Jiduka is very important. You try to ensure like we have these robotic production line, they can do things by themselves. So automation is very, very important. Another one is the just in time. Just in time is a very, very powerful lean principle. This can actually help you to produce or procure goods only when they are needed. This is like a pull system. You can only do things when there is a trigger. And this can actually help you to manage your inventory and also to reduce waste. Okay, so just in time is a very, very good lean philosophy. Another one is Kaizen. As you all know, Kaizen is a philosophy. It's all about continuous improvement. It's incremental improvements. That is small, small improvement. So implementing Kaizen in your business is very, very important. But there are several steps that are very important for Kaizen implementation. Try to identify the problem, because if you identify the problem or the opportunity that you want to improve, it can actually help you. Another one is try to analyze the current process as it is. Try to understand the current process and you try to develop or identify ideal solutions. You implement those solutions, you study the results, and you standardize. So Kaizen is very, very important. Another one is Canva. Canva is very, very important. Is a visual tool that can help you to organize and track the progress of your work. As you can see, you can use whiteboard or you can use digital softwares to actually control your Canva process. Okay, like you can use Trello. We have a lot of digital softwares, but you can use for this whiteboard like to do, that is things you have to do, or backlog, work in progress, and done. So trying to create some columns, this can actually help your employees to visualize what they should be doing or what they have done. So this is very, very important. Another one is key performance indicators. As you all know, we want to track the progress of our business. So therefore, understanding the key performance indicators can actually help you. These are measurable metrics that can determine the progress or the strengths or the weakness of your business. So the key performance indicators are very, very important. So therefore, like in the top 10 KPIs for every manufacturer in for optimal performance. So like we have the OEE, that is the overall equipment effectiveness. We have the total cycle time. So all these are KPIs that can track the manufacturing process. Okay. So it all depends to your business that you are doing. Okay. So you can determine which KPIs you should focus on to track your business. So we shall continue with the other lean tools. Thank you. Thank you so much.